With the recent playtest over at EVO Japan just happening over this past weekend, I thought now would be the perfect time to talk about why I think 2XKO will change fighting games forever. The 2XKO 2v2 dynamic is really exciting, and this is something that fighting games have never seen. It allows for teamwork and just overall more excitement for the game. You get to see two of your favorite players. Like if you imagine you watch like Sonic, Fox, and Daigo play 2v2, like that, would that not be insane? Or you get to, like, it allows for communication and just more hype overall, and it's just something that fighting games, like I said, have not really seen. Now, of course, there's going to be people that bring up like, oh, what about Street Fighter Cross Tekken or whatever random game that's probably terrible? They didn't do the 2v2 format right. It's just 2XKO is really doing it right, I believe, and this is what's going to break the mold, or truly, like, it's going to make fighting games level up. These dynamics that I'm talking about, like the teamwork or the communication or strategy, these are things that fighting games typically lack. Of course, not really so much on strategy, but when you think of other games like Rainbow Six Siege, or you think of Apex Legends, or you think of Valorant or League of Legends, these teams that are put together, they have different roles, and everybody has to execute their role properly. And when you start to, think of this dynamic in a fighting game, now let's say you don't really like playing zoners, but your friend does. You could play a zoner, you could play like a more neutral space control team, or maybe you want to switch it up. Maybe I'm like really rushdown heavy, and my buddy is going to play like a big body for the lockdown to get me in and get me the rushdown, the mix-ups that I need. Like, you get to change the dynamic and play these new roles. For instance, if I'm playing Yasuo, which is the character I'm going to be playing 100%, and my teammate wants to play Echo, it's like, okay, well, I know that Echo likes to mix. I have to win neutral or find a right hit or find my engagement and tag out to maybe get my teammate in there to where he can apply his mix-ups. Or let's say instead on a different team, like I'm playing with a different friend, I'm still playing Yasuo, but a friend of mine is playing Darius. Darius is going to apply his bleed or apply his pressure or whatever and tag me in, so now I could maybe have a really good chip sequence to where we're doing a lot of damage on block. Like, there's just different strategies that you could use to really like change your game plans, and I think that's going to be really enjoyable. Another thing that team games typically have a sense of accountability when it comes to wins or losses as a team. If let's say you're playing COD with your friends and you guys get to arguing about like, oh, we didn't win because of this, that, and the third. If your friend has 20 kills and you have 4 kills, then it's like, okay, maybe I could have done a little more. Maybe I could have done a little better, right? But as far as, in a 1v1 format that fighting games typically are in, whenever you lose, it's easy to place the blame on something else. It's easy to say, this character is broken. It's easy to say, I hate that mechanic. That mechanic is so dumb. Or, oh, my character needs buffs. Or, oh, this guy's character. It's easy to put the blame somewhere else. And I think in a team format, it will be a lot more helpful to the FGC as a whole to start taking accountability and realize, okay, in this situation, I could have done this, or in this situation, we should do this instead, right? You start to be able to bounce these ideas back off of your teammate, and you guys start to be able to create game plans together. And that ultimately just leads to more fun. So far, all of the characters that I've played in 2XKO, because I did play the game myself, I've only tried Darius and Yasuo, but all the characters from also the gameplay that I've been seeing feel really different, and they look to have different game plans or different win conditions. And I think these different kind of play styles that they're adding to these characters is definitely going to make for very flexible and dynamic roles that I think will make the game last for a very long time. Fighting games that have been played for ages to this day that I can really liken it to would probably be like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, a really popular tag game, and Dragon Ball FighterZ, a really, again, another popular tag fighter that has been played for a long time now. And the last game that I think it kind of resembles a little bit is a bit of, like Guilty Gear Strive. And all these games, like I've said, have been doing very well in the fighting game community, but 2XKO is going to break the mold and introduce a lot of new players into this as well. And I think the new players that want to come play the game are just going to be coming to play for the fact that the game is simple and it's social as well. You can play with a friend. Fighting games usually are very hard to play, and a lot of times people don't want to embark on this really long journey of betterment and, you know, self-growth in the fighting game and all that. Like, a lot of times they just want to hop on and press some buttons, and that's okay. And 2xKO allows you to do that with its easy, you know, very simple inputs that allow you to get, you know, the special moves out, the system mechanics, the supers, the special moves. Everything is very simple, so new players can just hop on the game and play it. And on top of that, like I already said, you can play with a friend. It just makes it very simple, very social. You can grind ranked with your friends. You could play 2v2 with your friends. You could do 1v1s with your friends. You could do 2v1s with your friends. Like, it's a lot more breathable, a lot more room, you know, so you guys can all just play and have a good time. Problem that fighting games typically face is the fact that, you know, they can be like, the barrier of entry is a little bit high, just a little bit. Games like Tekken, we have these 100+ command lists where every single attack does something different. You got to learn all the properties and this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, I don't want to learn how to, you know, do 101+ moves. Like, I want to get on the game and I want to play my favorite character and I want to have fun. And that's what 2xKO allows you to do, and you get to enjoy it. But, you know, in 2xKO, you could just do that, but with your homies. Like, y'all are all learning at the same time, or y'all are all bouncing ideas back and forth off each other. Y'all are all just having a good time. And I truly think that it's going to be what changes fighting games. And that's pretty much my take on why I think that 2xKO is going to be great for the FGC. Honestly, I can't wait to get into ranked with my friends, or I can't wait to play in tournaments with friends. I can't wait to see the characters that they introduce. I'm really excited for the game. I don't know if you can tell, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. If there's anything I might have left out that you guys also want to add on to, feel free to talk about it in the comments. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching, and add Aatrox into 2xKO. Yeah, that's really all I have left to say. You guys take it easy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.